Hi everyone. So the property market, what's going on? Well, isn't that a big question at the moment, and one that's on everybody's lips? And the truth of the matter is that nobody really knows. I think what's probably safe to say is that we are not in the worst of it yet, and that's been echoed by many property experts and the government. You know, it was only the other day that they've kind of said that there's probably going to be at least a 7.5% predicted decrease in property prices coming in the kind of next 3 to 6 months. So, you know, we're not there yet, and there's many theories as to why that hasn't happened imminently. I think lots of people kind of thought that once the lockdown easement started and the property market started moving again, naturally the prices would fall because of the pandemic. But actually it's quite the opposite. So at the minute, in most places, the prices have been fairly stagnant, or if anything, we have seen a small inflation in the prices. And that's probably just a temporary thing from what everyone's saying, and that's kind of the resounding feedback at the moment. So it's coming, and you know, the deals are going to be out there and in abundance once that dip happens, but we're just not quite there yet. So, you know, there are a number of theories as to why that's not happened yet. You know, some people are saying that the estate agents, because they were low on stock and they needed to get an abundance of stock out there again to kind of fill the needs of the buyers, they've slightly over-egged the prices, which possibly could be one of the theories. Who knows? There are lots of different reasons out there as to why we've not felt that pain yet, and why we've not seen the fall in the prices. But rest assured, it's coming, and everyone's kind of said that. So how can you protect yourself and safeguard yourself to make sure that you're going to make a good, solid investment when that happens? So there's a few tools at KF Properties that we use that significantly help us when we're trying to understand how and where to buy, and if a deal is going to work. So the first thing is, make sure you understand the area. Now, Rightmove and Zoopla can be really, really great tools for, broadly speaking, looking at an area and trying to understand if it's going to work for you. So that's the first part of call. There's lots of useful tips on there, and loads of useful data and information that you can use to kind of, broadly speaking, understand initially if it's going to be a good investment area. The next piece for me would be to look on a proper property analysis website. So we personally use propertydata.co.uk, but there's loads of different ones out there that all do similar things. And essentially they drill down very specifically into any kind of postcode area, or city or village, or however you want to search, whatever's going to work for you. You can even do a street search, I think, and you can look at the specific demographic in that area and what's the most likely audience going to be for the type of investment that you want to do. You can look at the price per square foot. You can look at the different yields. You can look at which properties rent best, which properties sell best. You can look at which or what amount of bedrooms are going to sell best or rent best in the area. There's all sorts of incredible information out there that's kind of got all the knowledge that you need to be able to make a safe investment. So that's the next thing that I would definitely use. The third thing is definitely go into the area, go and speak to estate agents and letting agents, and kind of understand what the word on the street is. Nothing will give you a better picture than speaking to the people that kind of live and work in there. So I think there's a few things that you can be doing if you're gearing up for your first investment or your 10th investment, or, you know, whatever it is. If you're thinking of getting into property now, or you're looking to buy, maybe not right now is the good time to buy, but my opinion is that it will be once we see the dip and the decrease in the property prices. So if you can afford to hang fire for a couple of months, you will definitely reap the rewards, because everybody knows you make your money on property when you buy. So that for me would be a few key things that you could be doing to kind of try and make sense of this market and where it's going, and to make sure that, you know, when we do get through the pain of COVID and we see the market steady out again and there's not this volatility, that you can have a bit of peace of mind and reassurance from kind of doing the right research, that you are investing in a good and sound area. And that's how we work at KAF Properties, and that would be, you know, my opinion on any type of investment. You know, go and do your research and understand your area and kind of make sure that you know 100% what you're investing in. The other part of it, apart from the knowledge, is obviously the numbers. So always make sure that you know your numbers, you know, make sure that you understand. And again, you can get this data from the property websites out there, from, you know, all the major sales websites like Zoopla and Rightmove, and also from the proper sort of property analysis websites that I mentioned. You can look at like how much in the last 12 months, like the average, like 80% of properties have sold for X amount at a 3-bed, X amount at a 2-bed. You can look at the average rental values for the area, and it will always kind of work on percentages. So it'll say like 80 to 90% of rentals were £650, for example, for a 2-bed property, 700 for a 3-bed. So there's great data out there to help you understand the numbers and make sure that investment's going to work for you. So that would be my other piece of advice. And I think they're kind of the key things that you need to be looking out for if you want to make a sound property investment post-COVID.